Then it's settled. We're heading back to Bowerstone now. There are some people there I'm hoping will join us. We'll send for you when we're ready.
Then I shall bid you good luck and farewell and all that.
And just try not to get the rest of these lads killed, will you? We're gonna need you all. If you feel like exploring, go ahead. I'll meet you at the sewers to Bowerstone. You can't miss them.
Yeah!
We've descended into the chasms of the netherworld, stared death in the face, and waded through things so foul I'd rather not think about them. But this is where it gets really ugly. And buried somewhere beneath it all are the people Logan has left behind. You won't see too many kids running around here. Most of them have no choice but to work. It's either that or begging.
If you don't find my goods, Marines will eat your children.
Listen, I don't intend to try.
I wonder what's going on up there. Let's see, shall we?
Reaver is exploiting us! We deserve fair pay! We demand better working conditions! We're workers! We're not slaves! Reaver treats us like animals. We're not gonna take it anymore. There's only one thing for it. We have to stand up to Reaver!
But lying down is so much easier than standing up. My dear friends, in order to raise morale, I am offering prizes to the most deserving workers. The rules that will govern what I like to call the Reaver Team Spirit Award are these. Firstly, any worker that so much as murmurs another complaint will be shot. Secondly, any worker who takes more than a 3-second break will be shot. Thirdly, any worker who breaks any other rules I have yet to formulate will, yes, you guessed it, be shot. You may return to work now. As you know, I'm a generous man and likely to start handing out prizes right away. So go on, shoo! Be off with you! Chop chop!
That's why we're here. That's why Albion needs you. Your brother must have been out of his mind when he handed control of Industrial to Reaver. We should go on. It's time you met the Bowerstone Resistance.
Get an eyeful of that! Have you ever been hungry?
Right, this should be the place. Somewhere beyond this door is the base of the Bower. I really love how much time we're spending in caves and sewers these days. No, really, I should warn you. I don't know what kind of reception we'll get. I know their leader well enough, but it was never... Hello? Hello? Maybe we've got the wrong place. Let's, get out. We won't move if you won't shoot. Deal? It's all right. Just do as he says.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I say we shoot.
Listen, we're on your side. Just hear us out.
We don't make deals with spies. Shoot!
Wait!
Put your weapons down. I thought I gave the orders round here, kid.
Sorry, Paige. Gotta be carried away.
Walter, glad you're all right.
And I'm glad you came in when you did.
I wasn't exactly expecting you. Let's talk somewhere a bit more private.
I had this whole plan, you see. But well, we ended up leaving the castle earlier than I thought.
I heard. Pity. Your messages were always useful.
I can offer you something better. Paige, I'd like you to meet...
I know who he is. I thought you'd know better than to bring the prince here.
He's not just a prince. He's a hero.
Great. Give him a medal.
No, I mean he's a hero. Like his father.
Really? It doesn't change anything. Your brother is the reason we live underground. He's the reason we fight. How do we know he's any better?
Let him prove it.
It's not just me he needs to convince. The people of this city need someone they can believe in. Prove to them that they should follow you, then we'll talk. For now, I have work to do.
Looks like you have work to do too. You have a whole city to inspire.
Today you have met the true voice of the people of the city.
It would seem your heroism must be put to the test once again, sir. May I suggest that you return to the sanctuary and inspect the map? There appear to be numerous opportunities available. I can't see a way to proceed without first gathering more followers, and I believe there are quests available.
I need a new app. One that keeps my ears warm. I used to be quite a carefree one.
It's just, I've been going through a rough patch these last... My goods are the cheapest. Really they are.
Let's see what we can do for you.
If business doesn't pick up soon, I'll be right out of it. Business, I mean.
No love potions, I'm afraid. They've been banned. I like you because you seem nice. Rah! Did I scare you?
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid you'll have to go somewhere else tonight.
Somewhere else? And where would that be exactly? Every other place being closed down. And I'll freeze to death on the streets. And that's if Logan's goons don't bash my skull in first.
But you think you're the only one who has problems? I'm sorry. I'm just, Look, I wish I could help you, but I can't. I hope you're not looking for somewhere to stay, because this place is about... Oh, thank you. My poor love. It's been agony being apart from her. And it's about time those thugs faced justice. The rough kind. They've been harassing the local homeless for weeks. But now this is outrageous. I know where they are. They demanded I bring them the ransom in a week's time. But I'll bring them something better.
Laszlo, you just cost me a bit of gold, mate. I bet old Harry'd take you the full week to get the money. You're an industrious one, ain't you?
Just open the bloody door, Keith. Let's have done with this. In your parlance, he's the bagman. And that gold doesn't leave his hands until my fiancée's walked out of your fetid little den.
Oh, Laszlo. I cannot tell you how elated I am to have this unfortunate situation brought to a satisfying resolution. Your associate can dispense with his burden by piling the funds upon the table.
There's no gold, Ferret. Now you cough up my fiancée from whatever filthy corner you're keeping her in, or my associate is going to start collecting heads and piling them upon the table.
My initial judgment of your character was clearly misguided. You possess some heart after all. Lads, tear it out.
Nice beard, mate.
I'll take that trophy once you...
Oi! Don't let that little wimp beat you! It's embarrassing! Nice one!
Not for that, you mongrel filth. Oh, can't be a fair fight, eh? Oh, you cowardly magic and...
Fire spell!
You're a worm on a hook.
Oi! Stop it, you little bitch!
Bleeding hell!
How'd you do that? Don't you know how to block, mate? Nice one! Now got the bugger! Now that's what I call a block. Using fire? That's cheating, isn't it?
Your men are dead, Ferret. Unless you want to join them, let us in.
It's open!
You brought this on yourself, Ferret. This didn't have to happen.
Well, it still doesn't. We merely got off on the wrong foot. I'm no threat to you without my men, and I'm only too happy to return your fiancée. I can be quite accommodating.
Get on with it, then.
Well, the thing is, she's actually not on the premises exactly at the present time. She's incarcerated within a nearby facility, shall we say. That access hatch will provide you with, well, access.
The sewer? You fellas are a sophisticated lot. Please, go and get her. I'll keep an eye on Ferret.
A gun. I really did mischaracterize you.
Yeah? Well, I live in a bad neighborhood.
Who are you? Where's my fiancé?
He sent me to rescue you.
Oh, you qualified? I'm not sure I should just follow some complete stranger. Oh, how forward. Well, all right. I suppose it is a bit daft hanging around here. Thank you. Those things are ghastly. If you told me a year ago that I'd one day find myself wading through the sewers of Bowerstone Industrial, I'd have thought you mad. In fact, if you said it today, I'd say the same thing. Because it is mad. There's just no other way to look at it. As if the smell and the cloying damp weren't bad enough, then there are swarms of bats. Ugh, disgusting creatures. You'd think all the fat factories and smog and pollution would drive any animal far, far away. But here they are, right under our feet. I wish I didn't know they were here. What can they exist on down here, anyway? Oh, I shudder to think. But what happens if it ever runs out? Then they might come up to the surface and swarm the whole place. We're doing what we can to make people's lives better up there. But if the bats set upon us, what will Laszlo and I be able to do then? More trouble from that one. To see one of those again. Hobbs, right? They're just as horrible as I've always heard. Children disappear from Bowerstone Industrial all the time. Their society's invisible bottom rungs and nobody notices. I hate to think how many end up down here. I know who's behind all this, by the way. Reaver. Nothing happens in Industrial without his say-so. I mean, really, who else cares what happens to the homeless? Reaver wouldn't. It's going to be a good day when Reaver falls. He's done a lot of harm to a lot of decent people. We should be nearly there. Nearly back to... Laszlo? We made it. Look, before we go back to Laszlo, I just want to say... You were amazing. I mean, you are amazing. I used to use the word when I was telling my friends about Laszlo. But next to you, he looks a bit boring now, doesn't he? Do I really want to spend my life with a man like that? What do you think? You're right. Better to stay with him. Maybe I couldn't do any better. You never know. Laszlo!
Geraldine. Oh, my head. That weasel Nigel Ferret must have struck me when my back was turned. Oh, darling, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much. You saved the most important person in my life. I'm forever in your debt. I was so worried about you.
Yeah, thanks for that. I was all right, though, thanks to my rescuer. My big, strong, dashing, cunning fireball.
So, are we all set for tonight?
I've double-checked.
So well.
The hero wakes. Long had he harboured thoughts of vengeance against the evil Baron.
Get on with it. It's a very pretty village.
Yeah, I said pretty. Our hero resolved to talk to the townsfolk and see what he could find out about the missing princess. Well, some players like talking to people, immersing themselves in the story world.
This is like when you told me people read item descriptions. No one reads item descriptions. As it happens, I saw her yesterday, carried off by the Baron's evil servants, a troop of hogs. They took her through this gate to the castle on the hill.
What, that's it? No clues to solve or anything?
You mean like by climbing it? Hey, no spoilers. It's not very eerie, though, is it? Ben, you did the tower, didn't you? Yeah, but I thought you said pretty. What kind of adventure has a pretty tower on a hill?
Be quiet, you two. I'll deal with this.
Ah, now you're talking. Predictable, though. The novelty of the rabbits wears off a bit when you realise you can't fight them, though, doesn't it? Does everything have to be about fighting? Yeah. Story is conflict. Ideally, with not too much story getting in the way. Teddy bears. What are teddy bears doing here? Aren't they sweet? I put them in. Nice, eh? Yeah, they are. They are nice. You know what we don't want in the evil Baron's castle? Anything nice.
Shh! Here come the princess and the Baron.
Help! Oh, somebody please help! I've been kidnapped by the evil Baron! I am the evil Baron, and the princess shall be my wife. And all these bears will... well, they'll do evil stuff, for they are evil teddy bears. I shall never marry you. Oh, she's spirited like that. III, cried the old man.
Oh no, not one of your puzzles. They're far too hard. Just let him open the chest.
If all trimps are trumps, and all trumps are trumps, then all trimps are definitely trumps. True or false?
Actually, that's rather easy.
Oh, just give him the sword! You ruined my puzzle. Took me ages to work that out, and now he's got the sword far too easily. Should have been much harder.
Okay, who set up the lever?
I thought you did.
Well, I thought it was Jim's job.
Quick, let's make something up.
Well, how about it releases a cloud of lovely butterflies?
Worst game ever. I'm serious.
How about a standard Hollow Man encounter?
Yeah, let's have some bloody action.
Killer monsters are... chickens? A chicken?
Yes, I thought it was time to put in something cute, but also to make us think about our relationship with food and that.
Bloody hell, Ben, you... Wait, let me fix it. There. This is no ordinary chicken. It's a fire-breathing demon chicken.
I kind of feel bad for them. Into a nasty infection.
That was just gross.
I always root for the underdog. Or under chicken, as it were.
Anyway, on he ran, seeking a way out of these dark and gloomy caverns.
I, the Baron, shall tolerate your meddling no longer. My elite hop guard will take care of you. They hunger for human flesh. Stop that bobsleighing! Just let them kill you, damn it! My hot guards, Stop that hog killing! Blast you! Stop killing my guards, you fiend! I should have paid for better elite guards. Stop that hog slaying! Just let them kill you, damn it! Stop killing my guards, you fiend! My hog guards, you stupid maggot! I should have paid for better elite guards. Stop killing my guards! Stop that hob killing! Blast you! Soon my hob minions will be feasting on your minions!
The Baron's elite guards lay at the hero's feet. Nothing now stood between him and the evil Baron.
The sword! The Bane sword! It cannot be! No! I am slain!
What kind of rubbish game lets you kill the villain in one blow? Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to be so easy to get.
Oh, give it a rest, will you, please? Come on, back to the game.
I can think of something.
But only because she wants him to, being a strong, self-confident woman who chooses her own destiny. And they both lived happily ever after?
Well, they would have, but the Baron had poisoned the princess and she died an excruciating death. Her inhuman death shrieks tormented a local stable boy who grew up to be a vicious serial killer.
and cannibal.
You're sick, Jim. Why do you always want to kill everything? Why can't we just have a happy ending?
That is a happy ending.
I'm with Ben. They both lived happily ever after, and there was little to no cannibalism.
Oh, great. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
It's very late and time for bed.
Whatever.
Well, that went well, don't you think?
Uh-huh, good bit of gaming, that. When's the next session?
Same time next week.
You do realize that this isn't your house, right? You chill me to the bone looking like that. Yippee! Hello. How's it going? I really think it's time you left. When
I just
you're
can't
around.
keep stocked up on some of these items. Logan claims enslaving Aurora is for the good of all. Not so good for the Aurorans, though, is it?
So, what's the baddest monster
You
you've
have
ever
no
fought?
idea how
Where'd
much
you
difference
get
this
those
could make.
clothes?
Thank you.
Did your mum dress you? La la la.
Ah.
Wow!
You're scaring the scariest monsters under my bed!
You should get some ballroom dancing lessons.
Oh, hell. That's all we need.
Where's a truant
Another
officer when
bleeding
you need one?
newcomer. Have you heard about that guy? Frightful. Talks to his garden nose. How crazy is that? How stupid can you be?
Those three boys are obsessed with magic. They're not working any magic on any girls.
Yep, there it is. What can you say?
Oh. Huh. Oh.
Please. Can you dance?
You've got no nuts. Oh, is that my wife calling? Yes, I've gotta go. That's an unusual fighting style.
If I didn't have a family, I'd join the underground resistance.
Sail! Sail!
You got... I understand.
So hard working here. And nobody has any... My daddy says the workers need to shake off the... yoke or something. Don't hurt me. I'm just a little girl. The blacksmith says there's always someone worse off than you are. So I guess that makes me feel better. Don't hurt me.
If I may say so, sir, you have succeeded most admirably in gaining a large measure of popular support among the locals. I believe this would be a good time to return to that rather dreary hole that your new rebel acquaintances like to call home.
Malingerers, the lot of you. You're only doing 80 nowadays.